The guys on the stream are chatting. It seems that just at the moment you showed your face in there, the stream went down or something for a minute.
Oh, whoa.
You're actually invisible or something. Are you a witch or something? You can't.
Maybe I didn't know.
I don't. It seems okay. It's showing everything's showing green to this end, but they are telling me it went down for a few seconds here.
Oh, that's interesting. Which, like, cartoon is this based on?
Which game? They're all video games, and that's the one, Shadow of the Colossus.
I don't think I've seen that one. And this one is...
Well, it's a fox and a rabbit and a frog and a falcon flying in the sky on clouds. So if you've played the game, you probably would recognize it from that
like Star Fox?
Bingo.
Cool.
There's people that come in here and grab them all, and that's it. Okay, I will not move until I get all these games, or get people trying. So.
I really like this.
It's really been good fun for us, making prints that people find attractive because they understand the theme. Because that's, the old days, ukiyo-e, that's what it was about. It wasn't video games, it was like kabuki actors and stuff like that. But it was pop culture stuff. And it's fun for us to be doing the same kind of thing.
Yeah, it's very unique, the translation of like the style to...
Actually, we can't say unique anymore. When we did it, it was unique. But now there's a bunch of other people copying the same idea. And most other print production workshops in Tokyo are doing the same thing. They're going out to get movie themes or anime themes, whatever, and they're making them as woodblock prints.
Yeah.
But it was Jed who started it, about 7 years ago.
On Instagram.
Instagram, yeah. He's coming in this afternoon.
Oh, really?
He's going to. The Tokyo Comic Con starts this weekend, so he's coming in to do the Comic Con.
I didn't know that. I'll be gone by then.
So I guess they're setting up Thursday, I suppose. I don't know the exact time. I think it sets up Thursday. Thursday night's a preview, then Friday, Saturday, Sunday will be the show.
Damn, we should get meet up.
And it's big, of course. It's big.
Yeah.
A hint from somebody on the stream who says, Dave, little tip here, don't call potential customers witches. Sorry about that.
No worries.
I should pop up so you can see it. This is what the print's going to look like here. Hang on a sec. So for those of you who haven't seen it, this is the image itself. The bit I'm carving right now is up at the top left. It's among the tree branches. There's a separate block that had the tree branches themselves. You can see this. This is a gray block with the branches and the temple roof. And then the one I'm carving now is all kind of leaves or side branches or whatever. And Jed doesn't need to apologize for it. It's okay. It's just part of the job. We've talked about this before. I never think, oh my God, look at all the work I have to do. Because it's just, at the end of the day, the blocks will last many, many years. The prints will last hundreds of years. It's worth spending the time on to make the thing look nice. You know, if you can't handle that, then it's the wrong business. Before I forget, there's a couple of things I was supposed to mention on the stream today. One of them is the YouTube video I put up a few weeks ago, it's now a couple of months ago, the one about the beginnings. I talked about the Okada Yoshio prints that affected me. It was a big deal on the stream here and in the videos. And since then, we've been hunting for those prints, of course, here and there in dealer auctions and, you know, the places we look to find prints. And 3 or 4 days ago, out in the open on Yahoo Auctions, a full set of the Okada prints came up. I bookmarked it and I was waiting, and it's going to come up tonight. But I've been keeping it quiet. I haven't talked about it at all to anybody else. I've just been thinking, maybe we'll get a chance to do this. And it's interesting. It's the same seller who put a set of these Okada prints up some months ago, which I did get, which didn't go very wide. I had to pay more for it than I had hoped to pay for. But now this one, it's the same seller. So he's gone out now. He knows these prints are interesting to the market. He's gone out, maybe he's hunted through data collections or whatever, and he's found another set. And I got to punch it in for you. And there's no chance I'm going to get this tonight. It's out already past my level at what I can bid. Let me see if I can find the link here. Here it is. I'll put this publicly because it doesn't matter, because I'm out of the game. And here's a link to a Japanese auction that's coming up tonight for that same print set, and it's already, when I checked this morning, it was already over 100,000 yen. The prints are worth that. They're worth quite a bit more than that, but there's no way I can pay a price this high and be able to offer them at a fair price and still make a margin to pay our rent and staff and whatever. So I myself, I'm out of the game. I won't be bidding on this tonight. But that's a very fair price. If somebody could scoop it at that price, that's a wonderful, it's not steep, that's dirt cheap for those prints for a retail value. I can't pay that much because I can't pay it at a wholesale price. But if you think that's steep, then no, I'm sorry, you're in the wrong business here. That's a very, very, very good price. They look like they're in beautiful condition. One of them, the first one that's in the set of 4 there, shows a lot of, oxidization on the red pigment. But that's normal for the age of that print. So whether or not I should have talked about this or not, I don't know. It's maybe some of you here who were hoping to bid on it think, oh my God, Davis talked about it. Why didn't he keep quiet? Whatever, I'm sorry, you know, this is, it works both ways. But as I said, I myself won't be bidding on it now. It's gone too expensive for me. If I were buying for my personal collection, that's a very nice price, but I can't pay that much for resale. Having said that, I suppose it's possible, if I'm thinking a bit in the longer term, you know, to pay that much for it now, it will clearly be worth way, way, way more than that a bunch of years from now. But I can't invest for the future. We've got rent to pay, we've got staff to pay. I can't work that far in advance. I myself can't afford to invest in prints. Because we can't tie the money up. The noise in the background, it's the noodle shop across the street. Not the noodle shop, the tendon shop across the street. They're deconstructing the building. It's a 3-4-story building. They're in the process of deconstructing it, and they're going to put up a new one or a renovated building soon. So this constant noise. I'm sorry. They probably started at 8 o'clock. That's the rule. 8 to 10. 8 to 10 is the allowed time to make noise. Another reservation. That's not for today, for December the 2nd. It's okay. And meanwhile, over in the mailbox here, pouring in. We put up the last promo for the gift prints. The post office deadline is coming up in a few days. It changes for each country. I think we're already past the deadline for Canada. I'm not sure. So it's the last chance for people to get gift prints. So overnight, the orders have been pouring. Cameron is going to be busy this morning. Sorry, mess with the mail here. Sorry to ignore you over there. If you just yell if you get these questions.
Okay.
Don't worry about these guys. They're fine. They just
Sure. Yeah, no, I'm just comparing the two.
Yeah. That construction over there is the restaurant on the corner is being rebuilt, and it's funny because the hotel wraps around it. The restaurant is the corner building, and the hotel has both sides and around behind it. So everybody who's sleeping there, if they had planned on sleeping in this morning, they're
Rude awakening.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So.
Do you guys have any like deals right now?
Pardon me?
Deals?
I'm not sure what you mean. What?
Like if I buy two.
Oh, a Christmas sale or something?
Yeah.
Actually, we don't. I know the policy we've tried to do here is we keep the prices at a base price as low as we possibly can. I know we price them based on what it costs to make us. Make them. Pay Jed his royalty, do the carving, and do the printing. So it's not so flexible. The other part of our business, Jed the designer, when he's at the cons, he has chicle prints, the inkjet versions, and those he does all the time, especially coming up to Christmas.
Yeah.
So if it's just the image you want, but you're not, it doesn't have to be a woodblock print. If an inkjet print is okay, then don't buy it here. Look on his website, QA Heroes, because he does have Christmas deals going on all the time.
Okay.
But the woodblock prints, I'm not flexible because of the time it takes to make them. So.
Yeah. Understand. Just curious.
Something else I should show you about the gift ones. Excuse me a sec, guys. Gotta talk to this lady for a minute. Take care of yourself. They're fun, you know, when you step away from the stream sometimes, because I'm not there, they'll start fooling around and chatting about different stuff. There's a bunch of them are regular people and some are talking. The gift prints, they all go like this. They're all gift wrapped in that sort of way. And what we've tried to do, people ask, they're a bit worried about giving people a print because they think there's going to be an expense involved. The other people have to frame it and spend money and stuff like that. So what we've tried to do is this. We've picked a bunch of images that show the kind of analog effect of the thing. See this? When it's flat light, it looks kind of flat. But under a side light, they really show the analog embossed aspect of this three-dimensional part of this. So you need an angled light. Now they're already mounted on a board, so what people do is this. You get a piece of wood. You don't buy a frame, you don't put it in the wall. You have a piece of wood with a slot, which we also have if people can't do their own. And bingo, they unpack it and on a desk runner.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful. So there's no need to worry about getting frames and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we've tried to make that part of it easy, because you know most people ask us the same thing. I'm looking for a gift for my mother-in-law back home and stuff like that. So.
And what about like the discoloration of the colors over time?
Interesting question. If you put this in a place where direct sunshine falls on it, absolutely it's going to change and fade over time. The pigments we use these days are much stronger than the ones from the old Edo era. They were made from like tree roots and flowers and stuff. And they discolor really easily. That's why museums keep the prints in the dark area. We're using mineral pigments, like students are. And at normal room light or normal daylight, as long as there's no direct sunshine, certainly within a normal lifetime, 150.
So would you recommend like keeping them like this or putting them in a frame might help?
The longevity?
Yeah.
They're not really that fragile, as I said. As long as it's direct sunshine, it doesn't matter if there's glass or not on it. So people have heard about Japanese prints, how fragile they are. That's the ones from the old days, from the 1800s or so. These are mineral pigments, and they're much, much, much stronger.
Okay.
Again, direct sunlight, no. With anything, you know, any printed stuff at all.
Yeah.
As long as there's no direct sunlight, you're good to go. The other part, it's like a sales pitch. It's like, you need paper. This is really fun, because when you go look at the old ones, some old print from whatever, I don't know my glasses, can you help me? I don't know, 1850s.
Yes.
It's a piece of paper printed in 1850. The color and everything is still there. Now that hasn't been hanging on the wall for 170 years. But the point being, the paper is still normal paper. It hasn't gone brown or oxidized or faded. Because in the old days, they weren't using paper with pulp in it. It's just the mulberry fiber. And I used to see videos of people hand drawing and washing paper. And they weren't trying to make prints long lasting. They couldn't care less. They were just, casual stuff. But because the mulberry fiber has no pulp, the paper lasts a couple hundred years. And all of our prints now, everyone, even the more special ones, or the simplest, cleanest, smallest would be, that piece of paper will still be here 200 years from now. And that's kind of pride for us. I mean, the house might burn down, but I can't stop that.
Yeah.
But the things we make will last that long.
I'm really fond of like this one. Do you know where to find this in a larger size if they have it? Or?
Well, of course, we carve the blocks at a certain size, so I don't have the same print scaled out. Of course not.
Okay.
That's a copyright. It's a non-copyright image. If you go to the web and look for Hiroshige, so some museum will have the original, and it'll be there on the web, so you can print it out yourself any size you want. But the actual woodblock print, you can see how it works, right? There's the blocks.
Yeah.
I've carved the block and we print it at that size. It's not something that scales at all.
Okay.
Of course.
Gotcha.
So we have to decide what we're making it. And some of our stuff, like the wave you're looking at, we reproduced it at the exact size of the original. Other stuff like this, I don't even remember what the original could have been anything. I don't remember. I got the image from a museum, scaled it to what we want, and then made it there.
Oh, okay. I can't really decide like which one I want.
What's the usage? On the wall or in so.
Probably like on my wall somewhere in my room or they're all pretty cool and I really like the detail. Like you can see that the feathers.
Yeah, the touch, yes. So that's what we like. Yeah, very good point of view. Some of them are much more dramatic than others. If you see more white space, and that's sort of the key. Any print that has more white space, when it's flat, doesn't show special, but when you see it onto that angle, that's when the white space, because of the thick paper, shows up.
Very cool.
And the more modern they get, to me, this is just, it's overprinted. Now everything's gone flat. It's a nice picture, but it might as well be a photograph almost.
Yeah.
It does have a tone and a texture of a print. But to me, the white space is the one.
Yeah, looks like it. Cool. Thank you.
No problem. Yes, We're here. Sorry, guys. Someone's asking, where is fridge? Fridge is upstairs. I'm sorry, I can't remember to bring it up and down and up and down and up and down everywhere, every time, so. They're saying the lady is lucky, gets a show and tell for an audience of one. Normally we talk about these things on the videos and streams and stuff. So there's one of our it's one of the best seen videos on our channel, YouTube channel. It's called It's Not Garbage. And I talk about this point that the stuff we make is going to pass for 20 years. So you get a personal service today.
Yeah, so awesome.
Sorry, excuse me.
Glad I got to experience it.
No. Hey, Cameron's here. Good morning. Well, my mother's in here today too, so.
Oh, great.
She says, bring fridge down and leave him down. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, because we do more streams down here than we do upstairs. Okay, I get you. Can you remind me today? This fridge is supposed to come downstairs, ready here for the next day, okay? What that means is then I'll probably bring fridge downstairs, and tomorrow I'll probably do a sizing stream.
Yeah, fair.
It's okay. Now, Cameron, the other day when you were here, you sat down. We turned the computer to you, and you went down. Just now, a few minutes ago, half an hour ago, this lady came in, and we just to sort of say hello to the stream, I took the computer and I rotated it just a tiny bit, and it went down. But as I did so, I held the plugs. There's the, what is it, lightning, the USB, and the power. I held them in place, turned the computer a little bit, and I didn't see anything wrong here, but they told me it went down here. So I'm not sure what to do here. So we got to turn the computer here, but is it going to go down?
I'll just go sit with you in the bed. No.
So you do some carving here.
Okay, yeah. Destroying the whole block.
I know, lose the Ethernet cable, but I held the cable. What can you do? We're going to try it again right now. Right? We're going to turn this thing. I am going to, with my hand.
New Ethernet cable is a lot harder than it sounds.
It's not an Ethernet cable. It's a lightning cable. And the cables are now held tightly in place. Look at this. They cannot be squeezed any higher than this. Right?
Yeah.
I'm going to turn it there. I'm going to do it again. You do that. I'll do this part.
Ready?
Just a minute. Cables pushed. Height. Stop. One last time. That's it. Those cables did not move.
And I think we're still okay. This is so far so good. Still alive. We can program the bot to have a "Where is fridge" reminder if you'd like.
Oh, no, please, no.
Every second.
Please, no. I see your mailbox, Cameron. Have you peeked at your mailbox? No, it's kind of bulging a little bit.
Yeah.
Get busy, sir. You have a job to do. All the plans we had of other things to do, flea markets and stuff.
Hold on for a day.
Yeah. I got a bunch of stuff in the flea market last night. There's now 3 pages of goods in there.
Wow.
And what they are, they're mostly prints that had been in there before, that we have another copy has come in back and forth.
So it was quick to add them back.
So the flea market is, but there's no new stuff in there. The ones you did yesterday have to come in. So,
Okay, they're explaining what a bot is to your mother because she wasn't sure what they were talking about. It's cool. Yeah.
Jet should be in this afternoon, right? He's coming in today. He's going to sleep here tonight.
Is it today or tomorrow?
No, he's coming in tonight.
It's today. Wow.
He said he'd be here on the 28th. He's going to sleep here tonight, get up in the morning, crash for a couple of hours. Then the show starts up Thursday. I think it's a media preview or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he's resisting any help with this, and I don't know what to say to the guy.
I'm surprised. I know last year he had a friend do it with him, but I guess he couldn't make the trip out to Japan this time around. 2 years
Even
ago, I
just-
did it with my wife.
Just common sense, toilet breaks and whatever, you know.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. It was the first weekend of December, like it is this year. And then Ren, my baby, was born 2 weeks later.
So she was pregnant during the show.
Oh, yeah.
Soka.
It was fun though. We met lots of really nice people. And they were all happy to talk to someone about being pregnant and having a baby too. Everyone was just friendly. People like kids or the thought that a kid's on the way soon. In general. So it was fun. A really fun experience. Satori HS says, I missed the start of the stream. How did printmaking bot behave today?
I saw it, nothing showed up.
Okay.
Nothing that I could see showed up.
So it was
there's-
quiet today.
And the paper is out, and Sugazan booked off anyway.
Oh, okay.
She's not feeling well, she won't be out today. So.
That's no good. Is Comic-Con as big in Japan as it is in the States? There aren't so many of them.
Well,
There's
this is new, right? This
Yeah,
is,
it's pretty new.
This will be the third year for
Yeah,
it.
I-
Third year.
2 years ago did the first year of it in Tokyo. I know they're running one on a base in Okinawa, and they've been doing that for quite a few years. And there might be one other official Comic Con. There are other conventions.
So Tokyo has massive shows related to anime and games and
yeah,
this
this
sort of stuff.
Tokyo Game Show. is one of
Comic
them.
Con from America is a new import, but it has its own native shows which are outclassed anything on the planet, you know.
Yeah,
Comic Ket and stuff.
yeah,
like
Comic Ket is unbelievably huge.
that. What do you call me? Sure. I'll do my job there.
Okay, I'll distract everyone.
Yoshi.
You guys need cards, right?
Yes, of course. Oh, thank you very much for supporting the book like that. If you're curious on your little travel right now, when you get home, look up our YouTube channel. And when I was making this 2 years ago, we did YouTube extensively. There's a 16-part YouTube series showing which
You're pregnant in the shop
I
now.
started tracing the trouble. I got a 2-part right along and all the printing. It's really quite interesting.
It's not garbage.
No, I mean, the YouTube channel, just look up my name on YouTube and you'll see it. And there's hundreds of videos, but this one, of course, this is the great way. This is great.
You must have got what Suga-san has.
Yeah.
And also,
Long
for these
distance.
there's a 4-part, like 20 minutes, 20
Contagion,
minutes, 4 times,
I
about
guess.
carving this and printing this and showing all the steps that they go through.
Vacation was a lot of fun. Went down to Kyushu, to the city Kagoshima, where there's a big volcano that's active. It erupted. We didn't see any lava, but we saw lots of smoke coming out of the top of the volcano. It was really cool. Let's see.
Do you get a lot of international cards?
Everything, our whole business is all people who have come to see the heroes, or people who come to the print parties and learn demonstrations, or people like you.
Curious.
Let me see some of my glasses. Excuse me, I can't do this. Excuse me.
Contact.
And I just like wander around most of the time. So
So you're staying in the area, is that why you're...
yeah, I'm staying at one of the hostels down the street, and I've just like roamed around.
Mhm.
I stopped by any shops that were interesting.
Well, this time of day, there's not going to be many here.
Something like that.
We just arrived last night.
No, I came last Friday actually. So today I'm actually leaving, going back to
What's the weather like here? It's chilly. Mornings and nights are cold, but during the day is nice-ish. Unfortunately, because the volcano is erupting so much recently, can't hike up it. You can hike around the base, but we didn't have any chances to throw anyone in.
You done the other shopping, did they explain to you the new system how the shopping works these days? Much easier?
No.
Oh, in the old days, they would pay tax in shops,
Mm-hmm.
and then do the thing about the lining at the airport
Yeah.
to get back. That's gone. So tax comes off of this.
Yeah.
Tax gets deleted. So there's no lining up at the airport to get the car. Lining up to pay for it. So this goes into the passport. And you don't really special window or anything. It's just when you're leaving, you know, they're gonna stamp you out. When they stamp you off, they tear out.
Oh, okay.
So you don't show goods, you don't go to a special window, you don't do anything. Just when you're leaving the day, you pick up the cars. Like we've heard at some of the airports have changed to a different system. Before you get to immigration, there's a sign.
77 unread
box that
emails.
says, please take your tax papers out, stuff them in the box. So they can help people do it themselves.
Maybe they found that to be like more difficult.
I don't know, there's lots of, sometimes the Chinese passport stuff, people don't get those.
Yeah.
Yeah, but well, you don't go, you don't have to show the goods, you don't go to a special window.
Oh, cool.
And then next year it's changing again, and then I'm having to pay for your passport.
Ooh.
I have to see the passport, write the documentation, and then I go online.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to a new home, thank you very much. Are you a long-time player, Startup?
No, I really like that print. And, yeah, I follow like all the other Kyoto heroes. But then, I don't know, I haven't found one that has spoken to me yet, except for that one.
He sleeps in a bit of mulberry fibre on the roof. No, he sleeps in the old party room, or print party room.
So pick this one up without knowing it's a video game. And find it. This
So-
actually really says we.
So it's directly above us,
Now,
actually.
everybody can like a fan, they got fan art,
Thanks, you got
that. But to pick up print like
Fox
that,
Moon
price when you don't even know the game.
and Great Wave, it looks like.
Yeah.
Maybe.
This initial light out, please, is right, so we'll do it top. Two prints. Oops, I didn't get my card.
What time do you guys normally open?
It's 9:30 to 5:30.
Oh, okay.
Especially.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning, Ohio. You're doing the stream by yourself today. You and I are doing the stream by ourselves today.
Before. There's some food yet, or
Yeah.
your card is following you around.
Yep, I guess so. Scary.
It's square, so.
Yeah, it's gonna be
None of the data stays here
Yeah.
with us, so we don't have to. Good, thank you very much. You get the card, you got your passport, you've got the goods, cleared for takeoff. Good,
Great,
thanks
awesome.
for supporting your work. Sorry,
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, no worries.
Is it that cold outside, Adrian? Look at that jacket.
Yeah.
Good night, thank you.
She's ready to go skiing.
I was like, why is everyone wearing jumpers? I was the only one who's wearing like thick jumpers. It's cold.
It is cold. It was really cold this morning. Getting out of the stone is so hard. It's so cold.
Thanks, Cameron. Staying in there.
Yep, no problem.
Doesn't look late.
Didn't say too much, but yeah, she seemed really nice. They were encouraging me to give you a heart attack by starting to carve. Just get in your seat. Like,
Yeah.
take it over from here. So I didn't think the shop was open this early. And then
Well, we're not officially, but.
Yeah. Someone
What I'm gonna
did
tell her, no, we'll go away.
Yeah, it wasn't technically, but the shutter is left half open, and the lady is an opportunist. Dave doesn't mind at all. Sounds about right.
And I don't remember exactly, she came, you know, she poked her nose out the door, and I said,
Yeah.
come in or something.
Yeah.
She said, are you open? I said, no, but come in anyway, whatever. And just based on that, she then looked, and based on her stance and appearance,
Yeah.
and the sound of her voice when she said, are you open? I said something like, I think maybe you're from California, are you? And she turns around and says, yes.
Yes.
She hasn't told me her line is a bit late.
Oh,
Yeah, Joe sent, so
okay.
email came to me as well, so.
thanks for letting us know. Akira X36 says, this is nerve-wracking. The carving details are so tiny. How are mistakes not made? Holding my breath.
Look, there's a couple of things about this, and we're talking about a bunch of leaves on a tree here, and there's a question of what's the word? Not priority. level of importance, I don't know the single word used for it. If I was to pop one of these leaves off by mistake,
It wouldn't destroy the whole print.
I kind of think nobody would notice. So I think maybe I perhaps wouldn't maybe take the time to plug it. I'm not sure if I should confess this, whatever. I mean, there's common sense and there's common sense. How much time?
No, Dave, don't say it. All the leaves are sacred. I bet you could guess who might have said that. Comment.
Because right now is the time I'm going to pop it after having said that. You know, so. But also the other thing too, to continue the conversation, if I do make a mistake, it's fixable. This is a piece of wood, you know, and we've plugged, you know, if I make a big mistake, we can plug it. It's a variable thing, a viable thing. You know, I forget the word. I can't remember the English words for things I keep trying to say. It's not something that's set in stone. It's a piece of wood, and if it needs to be changed, it can be changed. You know, so. You're carving a woman's face, you pop one of the eyes out, you can't just shrug your shoulders and say, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's a carving of a cyclops.
Yeah.
Courtesan cyclops.
The Ocala Yoshio auction that's coming up tonight, there's the set of 4. Eh?
The whole set?
Yeah, the whole set in nice condition, and I've kept really quiet about it. I probably didn't even tell the staff.
Yeah.
It's already gone over 100,000, so it's a good deal. If that's the price it goes for, that is a steal.
Right.
That's a steal. I think myself, street price right now, I think should be about double that. But
Wow.
if we had said now we'd like to sell it for about 180,000, and it would sell quickly for 180,000.
Yeah.
So at the moment it's a steal, but I can't make the investment in it. At that price, there's not enough margin.
Yeah.
So somebody tonight is gonna. Well, it depends on how high it's gonna go. I'll watch it, but I'm gonna keep out.
Yeah. If it's already that high and it's
So
still
if I
another
were
day
buying,
left.
yeah, no, it's tonight. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So if I were buying for myself, I wouldn't have even talked about it. I would have just kept quiet and tried to keep it under wraps. But we've got our good set.
Okay. Instead of set in stone, set in wood should be a carver's term. And so you can fix it. But, let's see. Elena Dart. I'm not sure if I'm saying this right, but this person asks, has Dave ever dabbled in carving sculptures? Someone says you used to make wooden toys, but not really sculptures. Anything you want to add?
So no. Oh, good morning, Audrey-san. Hello. No, I know. I've done different things with wood, furniture making, guitar making, you know, stuff like that. But no, I wouldn't. Don't think so.
No.
Audrey-san, there's a package coming in a few minutes, I think, on an auction that I cleared a few days ago.
Christmas Day again.
But Chris, for you, I know it was I clicked on the auction thinking it was an interesting kabuki print. I know Ju Hachiban. It's not. It was 4 sort of old photographs of kabuki actors doing something that I thought, I don't really want this. Wait a minute, it looks pretty cheap. One of our staff members might be interested. So what the hell, I bought it. I know I tell you, it's 500 yen.
Oh my God.
But we'll see. Whether it's worth it or not, I don't know. That's not what it. It should be in the post.
Big spender.
Big spender. That'll be her bonus for the year.
Thank you.
No, I shouldn't even mention it until I get to it because it may not be of interest at all. I don't know, but it just looked like it might be fun. So, as you might tell, one of our staff members, Audrey-san, she's a kabuki nut. Is that the right word? A kabuki nut? I don't know. What's the proper expression to use?
Kabuki otaku.
Yeah, so. Are girls otaku? I guess so. Whatever.
I guess it could be. Korin says, "Hi Audrey-san, really enjoyed your pics from your trip on Instagram." So he's one of your followers.
You.
Yep. Come say hello then.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I went to a few places.
Went to where?
I went to quite a few places. So.
What's do people know what's the name of your Insta account? Can you, now that somebody's mentioned it,
I can spell it out.
Can you pop it in there or whichever?
E-N.
Yeah.
N-Y. E-N-L. Yeah. L.
Yeah.
Yes, and one more L.
I?
At the end, I and L.
Okay.
And then mention like what's going on, who this is. So there'd be people who don't know who Audrey-san is. I
This
think.
is traveling in Japan and ukiyo-e, a few wood block that I've been working on.
Also, I'm sure there's people who don't know who you are. This is Audrey-san from France originally, who's been living in Japan for, what is it, 5 years now?
6 years.
6 years, okay, sorry. Not to know, but,
No.
she works for us on a 1 day a week basis.
Just turned 6 years last month.
And she's studying, studying the right word, or practicing, training, whatever, carving, woodblock carving. So, not here with me, but with a real carver, Asuka Sensei.
Kabuki is much more watchable than No.
I agree.
I agree.
I fell asleep twice.
In No or in Kabuki?
No,
Oh,
in
okay.
5 minutes. If you have sleeping problems,
Sign up for
you
a
can go
No.
play. Beautiful.
It is slow. No is slow, but testing.
Ayumi is having trouble with the shoe.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
Churro-san. Okay. The first party is what, 3 people?
Yep.
If you can do the prep, get the brushes ready and stuff. I'll be here, so.
Okay.
Someone asked, have you ever tried to paint any ukiyo-e designs?
You mean make something original?
Yeah.
I don't create original art. And when I lived in Canada, after coming to Japan the first time, I bought a few ukiyo-e prints. And I painted / as in copy painting, reproduction painting.
Right.
I blew one of them up onto a huge panel about 2 meters high and 1.5 meters wide. And I put a grid on it, pencil line with pencil in, and painted up the reproduction.
Yeah.
So have I painted ukiyo-e? Yes, but no, I don't do original.
Not original.
And if there's any confusion, if that person doesn't know who we are, what we do, this is the production end of these prints. We don't do original designs.
For the most part. We do have a couple, but
No, but what you're seeing here is the technical end of making a design that's
Right.
created by somebody else.
people like your pictures. You've got a bunch of people looking at it.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
My gosh, you're gonna get 10,000 more followers today.
Yeah. 10,000 viewers right now.
So what else I was supposed to mention on the streams? I had a little list. There's some stuff now. I have to wait. I've got a show and tell, but it's too late now to do.
9:22.
So just too much stuff has gone on today.
So tomorrow.
I want to talk about flea market. Wait till that tomorrow. The solitudes. Talk about that tomorrow. I was going to mention the ad council. I did. I chat about that before.
Oh, okay, fine.
No chance it's going to happen, but it's fine. But what I did mention, they were asking about it. The sample.
Outline of what it might
Yeah,
look like.
I think it's over on the desk there. I couldn't reach it. If you can see it, so I think it was under near where that pink flask is there. I think somebody left it there. If it's not there, it's no big deal. But I thought it might still be there. So no, it's okay. If you can't see it, don't sweat it. Yeah, it's okay.
I framed my copy.
I mean, judging by what the guy said yesterday, I don't think there's really much chance of that happening. Kawai-san laughed at it when he saw it. The sample newspaper ad,
Yeah.
his face in it, you know.
Yeah.
He was printing upstairs, and we finished about the same time. So we went for dinner last night before he went home. We had dinner together last night, and we walked through the Shinakamise Arcade. There's a new restaurant there, a new okonomiyaki place, which is new, meaning a couple of months old. So we go in there. It's a bit quiet because yesterday was a middle of the week quiet day.
Right.
And we sit down, and the cheery young staff takes our order, and away we go. Blah 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 blah. And we ordered okonomiyaki, which is there's the griddle in front of you. And either you yourself do the frying up, or the staff will do it.
Yeah.
And the girl came around and said, "Should I do it?" We said, "Sure, whatever."
Oh.
Okay, obviously, me and Kawai-san are not the cook types. And the girl's doing this, and we're looking at her doing this. She's leaning over the table in front of us, and I looked and thought, this girl is like 12 years old. And I couldn't say anything while she's doing this. And
Right.
Kawai-san, and I looked at her, looked at Kawai-san with my head tilted on the side. He looks at me like, what is this? What's going on? And we look around, and all the staff, all of them,
Look, 12 years old.
or slash whatever. So she left us. What? Kawai-san, Daigaksei janai desho. They're not university students, right?
Yeah.
High school, middle school, and he says, Shogak. Shogak is this what looks like an elementary school girl. Like,
Wow.
she literally looked like 12, 13 years old.
Wow.
So whatever, she gets back and finishes up, and I just had to ask her. I said, Daigaksei, you can't ask how old are you? I said,
No.
Daigaksei janai desu ne. You're not a university student, are you? And she said, gakusei desu.
Gakusei.
But
I'm a
then she looked-
student.
So and then she looked at me and said, that's all I'm going to tell you right now. But laughing, not in any evil way at all. Just laughing.
I'm a student.
And I said, yeah, but chugakusei desho? Are you a middle school student? She says, no, kokousei desu. So she's a high school student. And she said, no, minna kokousei desu. They're all high school students.
Interesting.
Which means they are 16, 17, or 18 years old.
Yeah.
But they looked so young, unbelievable.
Huh.
So she became a bit chatty, so it's okay. There was nothing intrusive or terrible conversation. She became a bit chatty. And I said, do you have time for like doing your normal studies and stuff as well as doing this? And she said, yeah, shigoto wa tanushii. Just the work is more fun.
Got it.
So like, whatever. And then it really, really funny.
Maybe these are the pictures.
Well, I don't think so. It's the wrong size, but whatever.
これサインください。はい。
Hi.
ありがとうございます。
Tomo, thank you. No, that's not. Audrey's will be small. It'll go in the normal mailbox today. Anyway, the next part story is really funny though. They got kind of busy, so they started job swapping. Like the girl who had started our stuff worked on another table as well. So when it became time for our second dish to be started, it was a different girl who came in.
Yeah.
A little chubby girl, also the little, really, really young little girl, little chubby. And it turned out that she was a new face. It was her first night on the job. So she wasn't quite sure what to do. So she stumbled a bit through it. And
Right.
we're not sure, like, what should we do? Then our first girl came running back to give her a hand.
Yeah.
And the first girl who had helped us started talking over this girl's shoulder, here's what to do, here's what to do, here's what to do. And it was really kind of embarrassing because this other girl had no clue at all what to do.
Yeah.
So girl A was telling girl B, no, start left spatula, no, flip it over here. And the right girl was just simply following instructions while Kawai-san and I sat here and watched.
Yeah.
And this is not really the way it should do. You shouldn't put your customers through this kind of a thing.
Through the training. Yeah.
But we were fine. We were cool with this. These were pleasant young girls. I'm not, in no way am I going to hassle them about this, whether I think it was good company policy to train on the job while you're trying to feed somebody is not the point. These girls were really doing well within the framework that they've been done.
Yeah.
But what happened next was this one girl's a new face. So I just, to make her feel at home, I said, new face this name. And she said, I saw this kyokara. So okay, so just smile, relax, it's okay, go for it. Then I turned to the first girl who was teaching her, I said, mo better in this name. And she said, kino kara hajimatta. So she started yesterday.
Oh, goodness.
And Kawai-san's face goes boom, and my face goes boom. Interesting business model. The girl who started yesterday is teaching the girl who started today in front of the customers as they are cooking the customers' dinner.
Wow.
It was so much fun. And we were laughing and they're laughing and it's okay. What a business model. My God, what a business model.
Interesting.
And they're high school kids. They are getting absolute bottom minimum wage. Absolute. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Which is like 867 yen per hour or something, What a business model.
Yeah.
There's no cooks in the kitchen. The cooking all happens at the table. For the most part, the customers cook their own stuff.
Yeah.
For the customers who don't want to, these little kids will learn how to do it as they are doing it,
Frozen, I think you're right. The delivery woman says, she looked at us. She came and handed me this and then turned over to the screen.
It's
I
just
looked a little
ourselves?
surprised.
Oh, really?
Right.
Live on candid camera.
Yeah.
Actually, obviously, this one too is kabuki related. It's probably going to be for the shop, but it's the other one.
Sorry.
The one I got that was for you is probably going to be postcards. It'll be in the normal mailbox today.
Okay.
But you might be curious of this one as well. It's an old beat up kabuki print, a pair, and I think they're glued together. I'm not quite sure about the condition. That girl yesterday was so pleasant to be with. You know, my own kids are long gone, so I don't have contact with younger people. You know.
Yeah.
And just to spend the time, you know, I mean, she was a waitress for us. There's nothing beyond that. But just to spend the time a little bit chatting with such a girl who was just so fresh-faced and cheerful, and just so pleasant experience. You know.
That's good.
And she was easygoing enough that she would giggle back and talk back rather than climbing up and being tight and all that kind of
Right.
stuff. You know, so. It was good fun. And the thing, the sort of little bit of a sad feeling about that is there's no tipping here in Japan, of course.
Right.
She's getting paid what she's getting paid.
Yeah.
But if Japan was a tipping culture, she would have made bacon for us last night from the because we had so much fun chatting with her. You know?
Right.
And she was just so obviously just friendly and happy and cheerful and trying to do her job under the circumstances.
Yeah.
You know, so. But you can't tip, nothing. You know?
It's official. Dave doesn't consider Cameron young people anymore. So sad. Sorry, Cameron.
What did I say?
You said you never interact with young people anymore.
I find the same thing too.
You're not the one who should be upset. There's a young one over there who should be upset.
Yeah.
I think she didn't hear what we said, so it's okay.
We need to get another younger clone home now. But Ken had a question earlier. He's saying, have you...
Don't get me in trouble here, okay?
Do you remember when you used to have several days in a row to carve the octopus? Actually, scratch that. Do you remember the octopus?
Guys, there's priority jobs.
Yep.
There's priority jobs, and I'm sorry, there's just absolutely nothing I can say. If I don't get this done, other people can't do their work. This is a subscription print with a deadline, which is January the 1st.
Yep.
I feel like right now I'm lying on railroad tracks, tied down with the train getting closer and closer and closer. You know. Yeah. And then let's not even think about a reviews card. Why did I mention it? The octopus will happen. The octopus will happen. Good cooking takes time.
Yeah.
Is the excuse. And what was in that package? Did the print look okay?
Here it is.
It's because it's folded. I think it's glued together and folded. Open up, slide it out there. It's,
Hey, they have the same plastic sheets we use. Or did she just put this in there?
no. It's a pair. They've been stuck together. It was probably originally a dip too. You have to stand back a little bit.
Oh yeah,
to see
some
it.
bug.
And it's not very good. And it's cool. Printed on very nice thin paper. And do you know who the actor is, Audrey-san? Or it's not fair to challenge you because you haven't had a chance to look at
I've
it.
definitely seen that guy, but
It's on Kunichika. It's a very famous. It's Toyohara Kunichika is the designer. He's a well-known designer, Meiji time, late Meiji. He did Bijinga lots and he did Kabuki lots. And my guess is, without knowing anything yet about what this says, is this will be some kind of not ceremonial print, a print honoring some activity that's happened. He's retired, or he's taken a new name, or he's done a special opening a new theater or something. And there's it says to honor the specific event that's happened.
How's your Japanese?
Do you recognize the Mon? Who's the actor here? I don't even know the Mon. So it's not fair to challenge you, so because I don't know myself. So. And there's probably a date down there, Meiji such and such a year. I don't know. So. And it might have been, looking at what's happening on the right side, it might have been 3. 1, 2, 3, because we're missing the right-hand side. Or maybe not, I don't know. Anyway, it was going dirt cheap because it was going dirt cheap because it's half eaten and whatever, so I just picked it up.
very nice.
So. I think we must be getting near time, right? And it sounds like because of Shiba-san's train delay, I have to do the first party. So
It's 9:33 actually.
okay, then we're out. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, sign us off here, sir. Tomorrow will be a stream. I'm not quite sure. It might be upstairs sizing. I really don't know yet. I haven't had a chance to look.
So leave fridge up there for now.
But Tsushima-san is desperate for paper, and then Sugi-san's all right. Kanai-san's next paper will be coming up soon. So tomorrow may be a sizing stream upstairs, or if Tsushima-san yells at me today, I have to do it tonight, which means tomorrow will just be a normal carving stream here. So it's too soon for me to call at the moment. But there will be a stream. We'll be back up and on, probably without guests from California.
Yeah.
Sign us off, sir.
All right.
Let's get to work for the day.
See you.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye. See you next time.
Thanks for joining us. We will see you.